You're
We gonna see.
you'll be sleepy about. You're gonna fall asleep during the show. The time's off. That's what's gonna happen with you.
One time
You're
for the fan, we
one
live.
time for the fan.
One time for the fan, we live. One time for the fan, we lit. You already know what it is, man. We about to go ahead and get this thing started.
Yeah.
On the week 2, let's start the show. What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
It's crazy.
Welcome to the podcast. One time for the fan, Falcon fans. Of course, you know every Wednesday, every Sunday at 8 p.m. and at 5 if you're on the West Coast. We're talking.
I wouldn't say that you remodeled your area.
Shit, budget just went up big time.
Budget went down. The flag got disappeared.
Falcon fans, y'all tuning in, probably wondering where the hell that Falcon flag go? Where it at? It's in Atlanta. I left it. I brought
and
another
this fool
one.
Went around looking for it. Oh, let me put my flag up.
I'm out there looking for all the flags. Chase, I was in here looking for. I had 3 flags. I said, which one can I put up that they want? You know, they'll realize that it's at a different location. Yes, your boy Jack Spade live on location from California. We'll get to that in just a second. But before we do, Bodie, Chase, what's going on, man? Last time we talked, Sunday, we understand what happened. We don't want to get to that. How are y'all doing today? A few days later after the Falcons' disappointing loss, but still, we move on in life. We got things to do. We got families. We got jobs. We got things to take care of. But Bodie, how you been, sir?
I've been cool, man. We lost. Like I said, on to the next. It's a new week, a new opponent. Can't dwell on that. Only thing you can do is fix your mistakes and press on. So we out here, and we gonna give them hell.
Well, I'm out here. You out there.
I'm where I normally am. Yeah,
we out. Yeah, we out here.
Yeah.
We really out here. We live on location in California.
Well, bring some good juju because we need a deserve. Okay.
Got an extra seat on the plane coming back on Monday, and hopefully it's to put the win. So book the extra seat.
Damn, how long took you to write that one?
Shit. Been going over my damn jokes all day. I got this one. I'm gonna hit him with this one first.
Yeah. You should have hit him with the James.
They gonna love this shit. Hell, I'm out of town. They gonna love this shit.
Shit.
Chase, what's up, man? How you been?
What's up, man? Been chilling. I just want to start off with, man, Sunday was lit, dog. I know we took an L, but Sunday was lit. The bench was packed. I had a damn good time, me and the family. It's been a good week so far, man. We talking Falcons.
Falcons family. I know some of y'all sent me a message, and I don't call out names whenever people, might have a back and forth or anything, but Falcon fans hit me up and said, I listened to your show on Sunday. The band was rocking. What do you mean Saints fans were in there?
Oh,
y'all didn't hear them? Y'all didn't hear them Saints fans in there? Y'all didn't hear them?
When we got that shit blocked, that shit sounded like we blocked it.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was us.
So before I get started with the whole show, let me just go back and say that, yes, the Benz was rocking on Sunday. And a big shout out to all the Falcon fans that showed up, showed out, spent their money, came on out, brought their family, the parking, the tailgate, everything, just to go in there and watch some exciting football. And the Falcons in the fourth quarter, disappointing way to blow the game. But the bands was rocking. The environment is that's what you need, Falcons fans, when you're going into your stadium. You want to see a ton of Falcons fans out there. Because we played the Aints is one of the reasons why you saw so many away fans. And I know how it was in the past with Falcon fans selling their tickets, but this game right here, Aints fans, they showed up because they knew the situation of the game. They're playing the Falcons. If this was like the Texans or the Giants or the Titans game, could have been a sold-out stadium full of Falcons fans. But when it comes to playing, your rivals, that's a big game. Which is why I'm concerned. Why didn't the NFL put this game on primetime, man? A 1:00 game? Do they know the level of Falcons versus Aints? Do they know about that shit?
I mean, I may sound a little biased, but to me personally, that's the biggest rivalry in the NFL. No other game gets that hype. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a good division rivalry.
Wait, what about Cowboys Lions?
Yeah, that's a Thanksgiving game.
Shit. Okay.
Going to the chat here, Justin Newman.
What's good, Justin?
What's good?
Nah.
Sadie's up in here. Rise up. What's up, girl?
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you. Dre's up in the building. What's good, fellas? Rise up. I hate the Saints even more now, but on to the next. That's what we're going to do, man.
On to the next.
Dre,
that's the name of this show.
Beat the Rams.
Yes.
That's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to get to. Though we may mention some of the things that happened on Sunday because we have to talk about what we saw. What can we use from Sunday to help us beat the Rams this week? We're going to get to that. One time for the fan. Lisa Shepard is in the chat.
Lisa.
What's up, Lisa?
That boy in California. That boy in But I got the plane feeling like hell yeah. I got the plane feeling like Dre for a second.
Man out there, he walked out the plane.
You saw my story. Had the Snoop on the story. Had the Snoop Dogg. Had the gin and juice playing. 1, 2, 3 into the fuck. People looking at my story like there's beaches in Atlanta. No,
they're looking at your ass like what the heck you got on? What that shit?
Nah, Jack, you can't leave the flag. It's here, bro. It's here in the bag. It's packed in the suitcase. I just couldn't get on. Bodie, you called me, bro. I'm sitting there watching the game they had on before on NFL Network. It's 5:00 over here. So when Bodie calls me, he's like, "We got a show tonight." I said, "We do have a show tonight, don't we?"
This fool.
I couldn't even get this
This
shit set
damn
up
fool. See,
I'm 3 hours behind.
his time is jacked up. His time jacked up. I knew something was wrong.
I'm gonna keep Bodie up to 11 o'clock. Bodie gonna be sitting talking about one time for the fan. We back, y'all. Still waiting on Jack to get back to the
And you over there like, hey, and I'm over here like,
Oh, one time for the fan. We about to get this thing rolling. Be safe out here, bro. Cali ain't what it used to be. You are right about that. I don't have no security detail. I don't need no security detail. I'm a Falcons.
I already know why.
I'm a Falcons fan. I ain't out here flashy. I ain't out here stunting. Look, I'm a Falcons fan, man. I'm coming out here to do one thing. Watch the football game. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a problem with this fan watching the football game, I don't know what I did to you, man. Let God step in. But I hope I don't get into no situation like that, Ice Cold. We are going to be going around the Hollywood area, around where a lot of that chaos that you guys heard about in the past few weeks, months, years happens. Sunset Boulevard, Rodeo Drive. We're going to be over there because that's where the fans and the tourists do go. And me being here I'm in San Diego right now, but me being in LA this weekend, I want to go see that. I want to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm gonna be very vigilant of my surroundings. But I also ain't gonna be out there being disrespectful and all the other stuff. This is other folks' towns, this is their city. You feel what I'm saying? I'm coming out here. I had some good food earlier, had some great Mexican food earlier. As soon as I got off the plane, you feel what I'm saying? But I ain't over here disrespecting none of that stuff. I want to get the vibe of LA. I want to see their nightlife. I want to taste some of their food, some of their good eats. Whatever they got to offer, I'm just gonna be a part of it. I'm a tourist, I'm a fan, but I ain't gonna be no disrespectful mother out here. Nah, ain't none of that. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. One time for the fan, Lisa Shepard, 24-hour rule for me. The Aints trolling as they always do. Let's get ready for these Rams. Speaking of the Aints trolling, they got this place called the Beaumont. in New Orleans, Bodie, Chase, and they've been making 26 to 10 cakes, right? And they think this shit is cool. Like, oh, we're gonna make these cakes and then we're gonna sell them, and then people gonna buy them.
26 to 10. That's their shit now, huh?
Yeah, that's their Super Bowl.
And they're making this a holiday. Apparently, I don't know if it's coming up in October, but they're calling 1026, which is my birthday.
No.
They're calling it Aints Day or something in New Orleans. But guess what, Falcons fans? Guess what we can do to retaliate?
Go steal that shit in New Orleans, man.
Type in Beaumont on Google. See them reviews? Light it up. You want to make cakes about a football game? Y'all came back. All right, that's cool. Falcon fans. Beaumont on Google. Was it BEAUX? New Orleans. Hit them reviews up. Give them hell.
Give them hell.
Some of y'all said y'all really know New Orleans, like food and catering, restaurants. Hit them Yelp reviews. 1 stars only.
What? Have a star.
You need to be worried about Tampa. Yeah, the Aints have a tough 3 games. They played 3 divisional opponents back to back. They played us, they played the Bucs next, and then they played the Panthers. So hopefully, we don't want to see our division teams win, but we hate the goddamn Aints. So
yeah, anybody but the Aints.
Anybody but the Aints. Dave is in here. Sadi's up here. Deshaun is up in here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's go ahead and get straight to it. Y'all are talking. Y'all having a good time. Dan is up in here. Ice Cold Wolf is up in here. Dave. Man, look, let's get to it. Oh, yeah, I see you, Lisa. Mia X lying on her troll post about the Falcons. Trying to get these folks. Here's the thing, though, Falcons fans.
Y'all enlighten me. I don't know what's going on.
Man, I'm about to get to that. And Chase, you can jump in on this. Falcons fans, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. You know, we in here talking Falcons football every Wednesday, every Sunday at 8 p.m. Mia X, and I grew up listening to a lot of No Limit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I grew up listening to 3 6 Mafia. I grew up listening to Cash Money. Grew up listening to Rough Riders. No Limit was a group that if you was down here in Atlanta, hell, you heard about them folks, man. And No Limit had a pretty packed squad of rappers who can make some decent music outside of Silk the Shocker. Shit. But Mia X was one of them rappers. And then, you know, now, 20-some years later, Mia X has changed her profession. She's gone into, I think she's a teacher. Now, she's something in that education field, I believe. Or she's doing some type, I don't know. But she made a post the other day talking about Aints. The Aints fans are all up in Walmart in Atlanta having a good time. And they showed a video of the band going through Walmart, bang, 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 playing all that damn New Orleans shit. And they got the umbrellas and they moving and they dancing and doing, bro, they're doing all this shit. And if you're looking at the comments, you're like, Atlanta? Where? Remember, you ever seen that meme with a girl like this? Where you see that? The girl that's leading the pack from Walmart has a shirt that says New Orleans Walmart right on it.
And then you got a sign that's got the damn address almost on it.
You got a sign right behind you that has voted Louisiana's best Walmart.
Failure.
All in the store, you see it is clearly Louisiana. Mia X flipped it, put it as Aints fans all up in Atlanta Walmart, and you should see the comments, buddy. And this one, I tell you, this is what Falcon fans. Before we get to God, I see you, Thomas. Falcons fans, before we get to Falcons versus Rams, y'all need to be worried about this. Mia X posted this, Chase, and in the comment section, people were actually believing it was Atlanta.
Yeah.
When clearly, Bodie, you can see the sign that says Louisiana in the background with the girl who got the shirt on in the front that says New Orleans with the Walmart thing behind it. Yeah.
Reach.
Chase, you see how they reaching?
They reaching.
But the problem is reading the comments, they're like, oh, yeah, baby, we take over Atlanta, baby. Yeah, baby. And then some of the folks from Atlanta, y'all gonna let them folks do this to y'all? Y'all gonna let them folks come up in your city? God damn it, will you look at the video and clearly see that there's a sign that says Louisiana Walmart right there? They were never here.
Nah.
They never walked into Walmart and did that shit.
Why she had to lie? Like,
it's not even about the thing about the line. It's about you looking at the chat and the comments, and the people are agreeing with it.
Yeah.
Hundreds
Believe in
of
that
people are sitting there, and they're watching the video like, "Ha, Atlanta take this L. Ha, look, we all up in your Walmart." Where?
Bruh, look, social media can be the devil. It can be. It can be a lot. Yeah, you can put anything up. I can put up some bogus shit. I ain't finna try to make up no bogus shit now, but I can put up some fucking bogus headline, and folks will believe it.
Mhm.
Yeah, they can believe it. Like social media is powerful. It's actually very powerful, and
That would be nice.
it's demonic.
The funny thing about it is when we get to Falcons and Rams here in a minute, and you know, we're gonna talk some Falcons football. But a friend of mine hit me up the other day. I think it was Tuesday, yeah, Monday. He said, damn, the Aints got the fight in y'all stadium. I said, nah, that was 2013. That's an old video. He was like, oh shit, man. I ain't know, man. The way they sharing it, like it happened Sunday. I said, nah, that was 2013. Sadi says, I believe we will win the Super Bowl when the Aints host it in 2025. That's going to be the biggest troll in the history of the rivalry. And let me tell you something. If we do decide to go down to New Orleans and win that Super Bowl in the city, I'm telling you something right now. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to be banned from New Orleans for life. The mayor probably going to put a picture up of me on the damn screen and say, you see this motherfucker right here? Do not let him back in New Orleans ever again. Just letting y'all know. Off rip. Thomas Scott.
I mean, we win.
Thomas Scott.
Why? Yeah. We gon'
rise up, honey. ATL. Y'all get mad over that? ATL. We gonna rise up, and then Ti over there. Ti over there heavy. Y'all boy, need let me put the put me out there, man.
Yeah,
I can extravagantly use the proposals against the society of the man. Man, you remember you were wearing them Saints colors, bro? You remember you wearing them Eagles colors, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear that for your friend. I got friends from New Orleans, but I never put that shit on.
Never.
I got friends who play for different teams in the NFL. I ain't never put that shit on.
I will never wear that shit.
Mm-mm.
You got a picture with a Saints hat. You damn, you're cooling with some niggas. You like?
Now I'd say only like true legends. I wear other jerseys of other teams that nobody cares about in the NFL. I'll do that, but like I'll never wear a Saints shirt. You would never catch me, ever.
What's up, Lorenzo?
Saints, nothing.
Lorenzo, one time for the fan. You know we up in here. Solace is up in here. Y'all expecting intelligence from a product of the Louisiana educational system?
Hey, start that one. Circle that one and post
Yo, that a t-shirt.
Put that shit on a t-shirt.
Lisa Shepard, we know people from there aren't that bright. Louisiana education is ranked 49th in the USA. Just saying. Yeah. Aints fans gonna come back and read this. They gonna come back and watch this video and comment all man. They will comment on my video the other day. I had to delete that shit. They put the damn symbol with the violins.
They put that.
Like, delete.
You should leave it. I mean, I hate it, but they want.
I know, man. I know.
What do we say? I hate it. Let's just take it on the chin. I mean, that ain't worse than that other loss we had to take on the chin.
You're right. So.
Falcon fans, let's get to it. One time for the fan, every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. You know we talking Falcons football. We got a lot to talk about. Week 1 is done. Now we move on to week 2. And we talked about this over the summer, Chase, Bodie. And when you're talking about it, it's a little bit different than being days away from it. But now we are days away from it. Falcons fans, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. We are 5 subscribers away from 200. 5.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Falcon fans, y'all love it. Y'all love it. And that's why we keep doing this podcast. So that way y'all can enjoy it. Y'all can see what's going on. Y'all entertain. And we see the numbers growing. We see the channel growing. In a minute, I'm going to have a moderator up in here. In a minute, I'm going to have my lawyer sitting right here.
Shit.
But like, can I say that? You sure? Can I? Fuck Tom Brady? All right.
Hey.
One time for the fan. Falcons, Rams. You thought last week was one of the biggest games of your season. Another must-win game is right behind it.
No.
You had the Aints on the ropes. You had them right there in the fourth quarter to go ahead and secure your must-win game. You couldn't get it done, but now you move on to a team that I think is way more tougher than the Saints, even though they got their teeth kicked in week 1. They are the Super Bowl champs. The game is in LA, and there's a lot of factors, a lot of things that's surrounding the game that could probably see the Falcons at 0-2 when they walk out of the stadium on Sunday. But I, as a believer, that's why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
The Falcons can win this game on Sunday. It's not about luck. So if the Falcons win Sunday, people will say, "Oh, they got lucky." No. The Falcons play Falcons football. And they got to do it for 4 quarters, and they have to do it up until the clock says 0-0-0-0. Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wake up on Sunday and say, "Oh, man, this shit about to be ugly." Wake up on Sunday and say, if the Falcons play like how they played against the Saints last week and take some of those pros and those positive things that they saw in the game and really work on those and take it to the next level, they can beat the Rams. Even some of the mistakes, if you fix those and clean those up, especially when you're holding the league, Dean Pease, certain defenses you're supposed to run, certain plays you're supposed to have in the game, learn from those mistakes. But you can go in there and beat the Rams on Sunday. And it's not a shock the world moment. It's just football. 2 teams playing, 1 team comes out on the other side with the win. The Falcons can do it. Chase, then we'll get to Bodie here. What are some of the things, and we have a lot to talk about tonight because that Deion Jones contract situation, we're going to talk about that too as well. But Chase, what are some of the things that you saw Sunday from the Falcons that they can use to go up and beat the Rams on Sunday?
Well, for beginners, I've seen an O-line that was actually playing offensive line. You got to go out there, leave week 1 in the pass, go out there, get the run game established. You get Cordell Patterson to 100 yards, there's no reason you ain't winning that game.
Mm-hmm.
Play action's a big must. Play action spread a lot of things up before a Sunday. You got to continue to play defense all 4 quarters. You got to stay on the gas. You can't let off. This is the NFL.
That's why we brought Chase here on the One Time for the Fan podcast, man. Chase keeps it real with us. And ever since he's been on here, since day 1, he's been keeping it real with the facts. And if you heard what Chase just said, Falcons fans, agree or disagree? Yeah. I agree. And if you in here disagreeing, you might not be no goddamn. Nah, I'm just playing. Bodie, you heard what Chase said. What are your thoughts on what the Falcons can take from Sunday's loss to help them get a win on Sunday versus the Rams?
Yeah, piggyback off of that. Whole O-line holding up, run game on point. They keep saying, like Dave said, they keep saying the Rams are angry. We fucking mad too.
We angry.
I mean, come on. I mean, okay, right? What's to say that he won't go out there and throw picks? You know what I'm saying? Like anything can happen. Like, I mean, we got to take them 3 quarters and put that into perspective. I do understand, the Rams at the most. You want to say they got the better talent? The Rams are we the biggest underdog this weekend. 10 point. They're 10.5 favorites. Favorites. Biggest. That means they think, really and truly, they think that they about to kick our teeth in. They think we finna get our ass scrubbed, and I hate that because we showed fight in that matchup. We lost it, but we showed fight with 3 quarters. But we won't get that respect. Everybody, the media, everything, Vegas, they want to see it. So I mean, they did. I mean, we saw it. But they really want to see it versus them. If we go out there and we do what we did in them first 3 quarters, of course, versus them, I think we'll get some respect.
We can play with anybody.
I think we get a little respect. That's the thing, though. The media's so fickle. They're so fickle because they'll just be like, okay, the Rams ain't got it this year. They won't even give the Falcons their respect. They'll just say, well, the Rams they're not looking hard. That's just the type of shit that the media be on. Hey, we won't get that respect till we win a Super Bowl, I guess.
I agree.
But it's just it makes me upset. I'm throwing a lot of F
Rams.
bombs. I'm trying to hold it back.
Rams. No, you can drop them right here. This is one time for the family. Keep it
I
real.
dropped two. I dropped two in my segment. I dropped
God.
2 mistakes.
Rams. You got a Bodie's breakdown for today? You got a breakdown?
Somewhat.
If not, we do it next week.
I can break down the matchup
Okay.
but like it's nothing major.
Okay. Or if you want to just review some of them notes from we talked about with the Rams situation last season, we can feed off of that too as well.
That's good. That's good.
The Rams got their teeth kicked in week 1 against the Bills. We lost by 1, and they're giving the Rams a 10-point favorite right now against us.
10.5-point favorite, the largest of the whole NFL slate.
Yeah.
And how many points did the Rams score last week against the Bills?
I think it was 10. 10 points.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe my math is a little bit. I don't know. I just
A little
It's weird how they throw this shit out there, and they'll make you fans believe this shit. Let me tell you something. It's any given Sunday, you practice, plan, and prepare well, you're gonna go out there and get the job done.
Yeah.
And to piggyback off what you guys said, the offensive line has to be the same way it was last week. You got to keep Mariota up, and if Mariota wants to tuck and run, know where he is, help him out. Give him some extra time. To see him go through his reads last week, it felt good because there was actually a time when I sat and said, "Holy shit, Mariota can pass or run right here." He doesn't. He's just. There was one time Mariota he hiked the ball back. I was doing just like this.
Facts.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's 6 seconds right now.
Yeah.
7 and 8. Oh, there he goes. He's tucking and running.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get that on Sunday and you keep 99 away from the ball, the offense can open up. The offensive line has to be great on Sunday because you did a great job blocking for what's them two sorry jokers from Louisiana, Davenport and Jordan.
Jordan, yeah.
Now you have Aaron Donald, you got Bobby Wagner. I understand the Jalen Ramsey. There's some stars on this Rams defense.
Jalen who?
Burnt toast.
Not burnt, not toasted.
Not Eli Apple, brother.
God, there's still a couple players on this Rams defense you have to look out for because they are part of that Super Bowl team. Aaron Donald's still there. Jalen Ramsey's still there. Bobby Wagner is the new addition. But the Falcons can come out there, run the ball. You got to run the ball. You got to keep Aaron Donald away from the quarterback. Now, I know how good he is on double teams. I know how good he is against triple teams. Man, if you got to throw God out there, put him in the jersey and send him out there.
Yeah. And let me add one more thing.
Go ahead.
The most important thing, keep the Rams at bay. We know that Stafford is prone to making mistakes.
Pressure.
You better send every which way. You better send the corner. You better send send fast ass Troy Anderson down the middle. You just better have him running for his life.
Yeah.
It's gotta be chaos. It's gotta be beautiful chaos. We gotta get in his head. We gotta have him looking over his shoulder because we know he led the league in picks last year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's prone. And
he's thrown 3 already, I believe.
He threw 3 last game.
I think it was 3.
Was it 7 sacks from the Bills? They had about over 16, 17 pressures.
7 sacks. All them quarterback hits. 3 picks, apparently. I mean, pressure. And I mean pressure for 4 fucking quarters straight.
Yeah, even with 3 minutes left to go. No prevent. Even if you're winning that game. And let me tell you something. If you're winning that game on Sunday in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes left to go, the mayor of Los Angeles, go ahead and remember this face. Man, you know right now.
Bro, yeah,
I might run across that field we went on Sunday. I'm letting you know right now. I might just
come back with no voice, bro. You're gonna have to hold up papers for the next podcast.
Shit.
I just fully regained my voice yesterday.
Man.
That boy's coming back from it. I understand. It is what it is. And on a win, your voice is really going to go because after the game, you still talking shit. Did you see that play on third down? Did you see that play on second down?
Yeah. I was too busy yelling. I was yelling. And I was like, yeah, see, Lattimore got that penalty. Yeah, 15 yards. We're finna make this fucking field goal. Block.
Dre's in the building. I think we're going to be at the Rams. Unless you want to say I think we're going to beat the Rams. I actually predicted the Rams to not make the playoffs this year. I think they have a huge drop off this year. I know that sounds crazy. Well,
I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I don't think they might not even be in the Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to be in it.
Week 1 showed a lot from a lot of teams in the NFL. I can agree sometimes. I can agree a little bit with what Chad Johnson said. Because there is no preseason game week 4, your week 1 is like your 4th preseason game. You're running out certain plays that you're trying to, get that playbook going. You're trying to see how it's going to work. Of course, after the 53, you have that, that period of time where you have to get the offense together, get the defense together, get the team ready because, you have to get ready to play. But it's still NFL football. And regardless if it's preseason week 4 or week 1, you got to play the game to win. And I seen a lot of that on Sunday. I seen a team that wanted to fight. I seen a team that wanted to compete. I seen a team that, even when it was 26-10, from Mariota, I understand the fumbles, Zacchaeus, I understand. But these guys, they were leaning on each other on Sunday. They didn't go out there to get blown out. They didn't go out there to get their ass beat at home. They actually went out there to make a statement. And I know we lost the game. And it sucks. But some of the things you saw on Sunday with keeping Mariota clean, the offensive line, getting the running game going, Richie Grant with 10-plus tackles, 4 sacks in the first half. You got to feed off that. And if you can do that same thing again, you got to get pressure to Stafford. You got to contain Cooper Kupp. You have to.
Yeah.
Because Stafford's going to be like, that's my first read right there. Easily. I don't care where he is on the field. He can line up at tailback. When Stafford drops back, you best believe Cooper Kupp is in his mind.
Yeah, I need a pick. I need a pick that he's targeting Cooper Kupp. I need a pick from that. At least
which is one thing about Stafford too as well, because I know he is accurate. And he's been in the league a long time, but you get that pressure on Stafford. Sometimes he doesn't like to go down. He'll toss that shit up. He'll just throw it up. Toss it. He's like we saw against the Bills last week, and that's an opportunity for Richie Grant, Jalen Hawkins, Casey Hayward. Get those picks, boys. We racked up on sacks last week. Let's rack up on some interceptions.
Got to get through. I don't think
the 50 or the 40 or the 30 or the 20, wherever it is, you need some interceptions, Bodie.
I was going to say the Rams O-line isn't all that good. At least they weren't last week. The
Rams O-line is either not that good or the Bills defense is fucking great. But either way.
There's vulnerabilities. They go back and watch that Bills tape and see what the Bills did and replicate that shit. I mean, you best believe the Falcons are doing that anyway. So
Falcon fans, Lisa Shepard said, I want Mariota to throw more than he runs. For a quarterback, yeah, I do too. But he went 20 of 33, 200 plus yards, no TDs in the air, 1 on the ground. Did you see the way Mariota was moving that offense?
They were moving, man.
A lot of the Falcon fans that I heard kept saying, you want him injured, you want him out, you want him by week 3 or week 4. Let's slow your roll for a second. What I saw on Sunday with Mariota and the Falcons, I was looking at it like, holy shit, we might have something.
Hey,
to see him tuck and run on plays when Matt Ryan would have just easily went down, easily would have been sacked, pocket closing, the pressure, 6 seconds, 7 seconds. Mariota's still looking at reads. If you can get that on Sunday, don't even worry about Ramsey. Worry about the other members of the secondary unit. If they're not that good, expose them. Expose them with Drake, who are a lot of journalists. And Chase, we're gonna get to you in a second. I saw what you were about to say.
Oh, you good? Go ahead.
The journalists, the media, Dan Orlovsky, whatever the guy's name is. A lot of people are saying, "Wow, that Drake London guy looks good.
Yeah,
looks damn good." Takes away from what happened with Pitts because Pitts only had 2 catches, but then you have people praising Drake London. That's what you want. I understand we lost the game, but you still got people praising Drake London for his performance after being held out from preseason. And Pitts had his situation, but let's just say on Sunday, Pitts and London get going. Add Patterson to that. Add Mariota to that. Add Edwards to that. then you get something going here. You get something moving, right? So, Falcons fans, I understand about what happened last week, but it's a new week. It's a new game. It's any given Sunday, and the Falcons can come out there and get a win on Sunday. Chase.
Just going back to the Mariota thing, I mean, the guy, he played last year, yes, but he didn't start a game. This is Mariota's first start in almost 4 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 4 or 5 years. So, I mean, for him to come out and start like that, and I mean, I know he did have turnovers, but the guy balled out, honestly. You recover the fumble. You make a touchdown out of that drive, we win the game. I get that. But you just can't look past that. I mean, the guy's got potential, and I'm rocking with him.
And for Falcons fans that's going over to 4th and 1, and that's something that we had to talk about last week on Sundays. I mean, we had to talk about it on Sunday's show because the 4th and 1 is a situational down where fans were like, "You're gonna go for it, you're gonna punt it, you're gonna go for it." If Mariota would have never fumbled, you probably would have scored on that drive. Mm-hmm. If Zacchaeus never fumbled, you probably would have scored on that drive. The 4th and 1 don't mean shit.
Right.
If you got those 2 extra touchdowns, give the Saints the 26 and give them the 27 points in the second half. 27. Yeah. It don't make a difference because you're still up 37. You're still up 2 more touchdowns. But the fumble hurts. The fumble from Zacchaeus hurt us. We're driving. We were moving. But for Falcons fans, we didn't fumble back on our 10. We didn't fumble back on our 5. We were moving the chains. Mm-hmm. Mariota fumbled, I think, on the Saints 12 or the Saints 2, 3, some shit.
Yeah, it was like a 3-yard line.
Zacchaeus fumbled crossing the 40 over the 50, I believe. He was getting ready to hit the half. Yeah. We're moving the chains, Falcons. Feel a little bit better about what you saw on Sunday. A team that has a quarterback now that's athletic and mobile enough to not only look at his reads, but tuck and run. Chase, Bodie, you guys saw it on Sunday. Mariota said, nope. Fuck it.
Take off.
12 for 72. Somebody texted me and said, when was the last time Matt Ryan went 12 for 72 rushing the ball? I said, I don't fucking know.
Who cares? We got one that's doing it.
Stafford looked like the Detroit Stafford. He plays like that. The Rams can be got. Shout out to Alicia Shepard in the chat. Freddie Falcon was ready to fight too. Dre, you saw Freddie on the sideline? Freddie was like, shout out Freddie Falcon. I need to get Freddie Falcon on the show. I know he might not say much, but still want to hear what he has to say.
That boy was in the Raptor Sunday.
Ice Cold Wolf. Yeah, he was moving around the stadium, wasn't he? I hope everybody take these players to the altar before the game. Gosh, Ice Cold Wolf in the chat. Anthony White, anything can happen. But what has to happen is block Aaron Donald and play 4 quarters of football on both sides of the ball. If that happens, the Falcons will definitely have a chance for the upset. 4 quarters. Remember, go back to what I said Sunday and tonight. 4 quarters up until the clock strikes 0, 0, 0, 0. Yeah. Because we can say 4 quarters, and then you look at the clock and like, there's 3 minutes left. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
For real.
Shut it up.
And the way they played last week, I wouldn't even call it an upset. They look like shit. So
yeah,
that's
they did.
They look like shit. 4th quarter is tough, man. That those memes with the blood pressure with the Falcons. Now I can really get it. Now, I as a diehard, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get ready for work next day. Get my kids ready. Do what I have to do it. But Sunday was like, ooh, boy, you blew this game.
Yeah.
Shit. We had so much riding on it, man. You know what I mean? It's just Falcons ain't that rivalry. You know how it is. If the O-line play anything like they did last week, we come away with a win. The O-line and the D-line. Let's not forget about them 4 sacks. Yeah. Let's not forget about Grady Jarrett beating double teams. Chop, chop.
Yeah.
Grady Jarrett over there. Get the fuck off me. Get out of me.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Both of y'all. Shout out to Grady Jarrett for that performance last week, man. That's what you want. Grady Jarrett. Get out of here. Shout out to Grady Jarrett, man. Shout out to Grady Jarrett's family, too. Mama Jarrett, Lynn, everybody, man, who I see all the time at the Falcons games. Hopefully we link up this weekend, y'all. I know y'all coming to LA, so let's link up. I agree with Chase. O-line looked great, but our defense is going to have to step it up and not make those mistakes again. Our run was great and going to have to work on those penalties. So the run game is something 200 yards on the ground.
Sure.
I know your quarterback went 12 for 72. I know Corey Patterson had a heavy load, but Falcon fans, that is something to feed off of. Let's be real here. 200 yards on the ground. Cordell had 100 plus. I think Cordell is sixth in the league right now in rushing. If I'm not mistaken, he's sixth. Yeah. And if I looked at the stats correctly, and this is before the Seattle-Denver game, the Falcons defense, passing defense was ranked 16th. And I believe our defense overall was ranked, I think, 19th. But Power Rankings had us at like 30 or something. So overall, I mean, progress. That's a little bit of a progress which you want to see. The 4 sacks is big. That's number one.
Yeah.
You came away with 4 sacks on a team where most people were like, oh, shit, Falcons defensive line, that's one of their biggest problems right there. They won't be able to get the Aints off the field on third down. Most of the game we did.
That was the most welcome addition was the 4 sacks.
The 4 sacks made us feel
that was the best thing. I mean, I would say the O-line holding up was a close second, but I wanted pressure. I'm all about that pressure. You got to get pressure to win in this league. So you don't have pressure and you ain't getting sacks, you ain't doing shit because people can throw on you easily.
In just a quarter, don't even take a whole game.
Thank you.
One time for the fan. I think that line will drop. They will have 3 new starters on their line from last Thursday. From what I'm looking at, I seen the fourth quarter of that Rams-Bills games. I seen some Rams offensive linemen getting up very slow in that fourth quarter, and they were looking banged up. I don't know their injury report, but I'm hearing that there's a couple shakeups on the team. If it's to the offensive line, good, because you're going against a team that just had 4 sacks on Jameis. You just played a team last week that had 7 sacks on you. So Stafford, I think you want to get prepared in your mind that you're going to go down on Sunday. You're going to get hit. It's going to happen. Will you throw a pick 2 as well? We'll take it. Pick 6? I'd love it. One time for the fan. Dave's up in here. Guys, can you give us your feelings on Coach Pease? Russell?
Pease is up. We rocking with Pease.
Let me tell you something about Coach Pease. Don't call him Russell. Check out the Bodie's breakdown of Dean Pease. Is on our playlist on the One Time for the Fan YouTube. Is Bodie's breakdown of Dean Pease. It was phenomenal. But from my information on Dean Pease, he's a Hall of Fame coach. He doesn't need to be doing this. Everybody makes mistakes. Let's be real. Everybody makes mistakes. For him going to the prevent defense, for him to put in the backups on the defensive line, it's a lot of people working a lot of things on that sideline. Let's not just say Pease. You understand? There's a lot of people doing a lot of things, right? I understand Pease is the man overall who does call the shots on defense. That's cool. But we don't know the talk in between the talk. Kind of like when back in Houston a couple years ago, when the situation with Freeman and Bobby Turner, the running backs coach, and Shanahan and the offensive coordinator, the one Matt LaFleur, it was so much talk like who's doing this wrong, who's doing this wrong. And Falcon fans just started blaming everybody. Blame Matt Ryan, blame DQ. But you don't know. We don't know what's going on that sideline. You know what I'm saying? All we can do is just see what's happening on the field. But Dean Pease, he's a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator. He is probably one of our biggest defensive coordinators by name that we've ever had here in Atlanta, outside of Richard Smith, who was with us that year when we went to the Super Bowl. Dean Pease is a phenomenal defensive coordinator. Look at his record. Look at his stat sheet. Look at who he's coached in his career. If any one of these players from the Falcons could be somewhat of close to a level of Ray Lewis, close to a level of Terrell Suggs, close to a level of what's the guy from the Patriots? Willie McGinnis, Ed Reed, Teddy Bruschi. Let's hope that your Hall of Fame defensive coordinator can get these guys right. I put a lot of trust and faith into Dean Pease just by name. Google him and don't call him Russell. Bodie Chase, your thoughts on what Dave had just said about Coach Pease?
I mean, you can go ahead, buddy. I'm just going to say Coach Pease, man. I mean, the guy's, like you said, he's got proven rings for his success. Let's not look at all the bad here. Let's look at the good, too. I mean, when's the last time you've had a game with 4 sacks? Mm-hmm. Wasn't last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Claiborne versus the Cowboys, I believe it was, back at the Dome a couple years ago.
I mean, this is the guy's second year, and your first week one, you got 4 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's a build, man. We're gonna build. We're gonna get better as the year goes. I got a lot of hope in Coach Pease for sure.
Bodie, your boy Russell.
Look, don't call him Russell.
Josh.
You just, it's like you said, it's experiment. He experimented. Apparently he thought that, you know, you run this, whatever they ran in that fourth was gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, who are we to question a Hall of Famer? If the
Right.
shit would have worked, we wouldn't be saying shit here right now.
Straight up.
All right. But it didn't work. He's human. Okay. It happened. My guy is not to be questioned. I mean, everybody was experimenting that game, including the damn Saints, because they ain't know what the hell to do. Okay.
Yeah, they were lost.
The whole game, we had them on their heels.
Quiet as hell.
Yeah. We got a full game tape to you best believe the coaches are going over their mistakes. They're going over what went well. They're reviewing it. They're, using some shit they didn't use last week. They're trying to switch it up. It's still going to be experimenting. Like you said, I expect the first 3 weeks to be something, find our groove. We're going to find our groove. We're going to get it together. And then we're going to be rolling soon, hopefully.
Falcons fans,
be rolling.
Trusting Coach Pease, trusting Terry Fontenot, trusting Arthur Smith. They are the coaching. They are the coaching staff, the organization. That's their job, to get this team right. Our job as fans, we're on the outside looking in. But you saw some goods, you saw some bads from Sunday. You know what's at stake here on Sunday versus the Rams. You have to go win this game, right? You don't want to be 0-2 going into Seattle, who Seattle surprisingly. I'm still trying to gather my thoughts on what the hell just happened Monday night.
Yeah.
Crowd chanting Geno, booing Russell. Seahawks come away with a win. I'm trying to buy tickets to the Seahawks game next week. You're not supposed to be winning. Now the ticket price is going up. What the hell's going on here? So, as you can see, Falcons fans, anything can happen. All that extension for Denver and Russell Wilson's our guy and put him in a blue and orange suit and put him in front of the podium, that didn't mean shit on Monday night when he went to Seattle.
That's right.
And what I'm telling y'all is what could happen on Sunday with the Rams. All that Super Bowl talk and Aaron Donald and Jalen Ram, that don't mean shit when you get on that field. If you practice and plan and prepare well, you can get the job done. You take Aaron Donald out the game, not saying cheap shot. Not we ain't Greg Williams from the Saints for a long time. It's no bounty hunt. You take him out the game, as in you want Rams fans to say, where's Aaron Donald? What is he doing? You want that, and you want somebody else to turn around and say they blocking the shit out of him right now. You want that. You want the fans to look like how it happened last week with Diggs against Ramsey, and you want people to say, "What the fuck is Ramsey doing over there?" Drake London just that good, dog.
Yeah.
You want that to happen on Sunday. So any given Sunday, anything can happen. But running the ball, if Cordell's looking hot right now, keep feeding them. Let's get him active. Let's get him going. Take Aaron Donald out of the game. Do not have Aaron Donald get 3-4 sacks on alone by himself against Mariota. First of all, here's why I don't think Aaron Donald might not be able to get that many sacks. Mariota's mobile. And if you saw what we saw on Sunday, any slight of pressure that shows up on Mariota's way, he's like, gotta go. I'm out of here. Versus what you saw in the past was like, oh shit, get it out. And those years, Falcons fans, you were sitting over there at the table too, like, God damn it, if we just had a guy who can just tuck the fucking ball and run.
Yeah.
You saw that on Sunday from the first play. The playbook, the power option, the triple option, the dog. Man, I like what the Falcons offense is looking like right now, but I know they didn't get the job done. But it's the future of the Falcons. It's the changing of the guard. You saw a lot of things on Sunday from their pistol package, their power option package, their wing tee, their wishbone, all that shit. That shit look good. You do it on Sunday, you do it perfectly, you win the game. Not saying you're going to win the game by 20, 30, 40 points, but you can at least sneak a win out of LA and feel good going into Seattle.
I will say this. Your most dynamic receiving threat is Kyle Pitts. There's no way you go in, and I think I said it last show. You don't have him catching two balls on 7 targets.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I say you target his ass 10 plus times every game. I mean, what the hell do you draft him 4th overall for?
Mm-hmm.
Not to fucking block.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you give him the ball. That's what
That
you
second
do.
half, yeah, they didn't care where Thomas was in that second half. They got him the ball.
They got his ass the ball.
Yeah.
They drew up plays. They schemed to get Thomas open. They set picks on Terrell. They got his ass open. They saw Terrell was trailing a little bit. They threw it up to him.
Mm-hmm.
They had Jameis throwing the ball only where Thomas could get it.
Mm-hmm.
You scheme.
Mm-hmm.
That's scheming. All of that is scheming because you drawing plays up, but you got to get your best receiving threat involved. Now I understand Drake had a great game. He did very solid. But shoot, how else you gonna get better when you got your 4th overall pick tight end catching 2 balls,
Mm-hmm.
and they both were on the first drive of the game?
Mm-hmm.
That's unacceptable. So that's what they got to learn. That's what Rigoli or Smith is calling the plays probably.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they got to learn. There's no excuses for him to have caught 2 balls that whole game.
One time for the fans. See some people here joining the chat. Matthew Bass is up in here. Drake True Statement. Lisa Shepard, Ice Cold Wolf. Manuel is up in the chat. Lucy and John Moreno, members of the Rise Up Tour group. I believe y'all flew in from a different state. I saw one of y'all down there at the club on Saturday. Whoever had that Houston Texans shirt on. I don't know. I saw the picture that y'all took. But I saw him down in the club. For some reason, Tom Brady left a dark cloud over us in the 4th quarter. We don't mention that name. We don't mention that name. You're gonna do right by me, Brady. Manuel said everything was happening for us to win. That is true, but we did not win. Marcus is bailing too soon. He's looking at his reads, I think, and he just realizes, why wait another second? Just tuck and run and just go get the first. You know what I'm saying? I understand what the situation with the sliding, how he mentioned it. Millie Mills just mentioned it. You might not be comfortable with sliding, but you're going to have to slide.
Yeah. And he going to have to build that rapport with his receivers. And it's going to take a while.
Coach can call me.
It's going to take a while.
And I'll play quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. And I'll slide. But you're going to have to slide.
So just give it some games. He
should add one thing to that. I just feel like on offense as well, we could spread the ball out deeper a little more than what we did Sunday. I'd like to see a long shot, like you was talking with Pitts, like we've seen in preseason with Pitts on the 60-yard pass against the Jets. I'd like to see some stuff like that schemed up. I would like to see Pitts more involved.
I think the one deep pass I saw that was more than 40 yards was the Zacchaeus pass that was called up for the pass interference.
Yeah.
Otherwise than that, everything was just,
That was the only deep ball we threw.
And
which is fine. You don't have to we don't have a quarterback to be throwing damn deep balls. I mean, that's not Mariota. And another thing, Mariota isn't, I dare to say he's not the quarterback we want to have trying to have us come back late in the 4th. We shouldn't have been in that damn position in the first place.
Right.
But you don't want to put your quarterback in no damn position like that. There was a lot of pressure on that shit.
After beating up so many points, but then again, they worked 16 seconds they had left on the clock?
Yeah.
So they tried their best to get some yards. It had to be 20-something seconds, right?
It was enough to try to do something to get in the field goal range.
Mm-hmm.
It was enough for that. I forget that much.
Millie Mills, about to go ahead and get to the next segment here before we go ahead and wrap it up. I think we're going to just straight up beat the Rams. I kind of feel as though we're going to be up the whole game against the Rams. Okay. Millie Mills, I'm with you.
Bro. Yes, sir.
Millie Mills, I'm with you. Hey, let me tell you something. I'm walking to that stadium on Sunday. I'm talking shit. We beating y'all ass. We beating y'all ass. We beating y'all ass. Where's your Super Bowl ring at? Let me see it. One time for the fan. We got a lot to go over here before we wrap up the show. Ice Cold Wolf says, "Thank you, Bodie." Bodie over there drinking that. Is that warm? Is that warm water? Is that lukewarm?
What's lukewarm? Room temperature.
Been happening since the days of Barkowski. The more different receivers we find, the better our chances of a win, and the better look. Oh, the better we look. That's true. Shout out to Manuel in the chat.
Barkowski. I ain't gonna fret. I ain't watched Barkowski.
Real quick here, before we get to the next segment, Chase Bodie, your thoughts. What do the Falcons need to do to beat the Rams? Bodie?
Protect the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And make Matt Stafford make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
He gotta make mistakes. I don't care about their run game. They have no run game.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense is Matt Stafford. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Them two running back, Akers and the other guy, Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
Not worried about them. I'm really not worried about them. It's Matt Stafford. He must make mistakes for us to win. And we gotta pressure him. We got to. So
we shut down Kamara in a way. If you kind of look at it, Kamara
yards.
report, he's banged up too as well. Apparently on the injury report going into Sunday, Jameis Winston is banged up as well going into the injury report for Sunday. So
we fucked him.
You
up.
did something right. You did something right, Falcons.
Shit.
But you hear what Bodie said, Chase. You talked about it a little bit earlier on the show. But now we get to the final question here where you can give your final thoughts on what the Falcons need to do. Lisa Shepard, no. I'm going to get to that in just a second. Well, I'll talk to you. Lisa, I'm going to tell you in a second. Chase, what do we need to do to beat the Rams on Sunday?
From the get-go, you got to establish the run game of Patterson. I mean, 122 or 124 yards last week. You got to establish the run. You got to shut down Cooper Kupp, and don't forget about Robertson on the other side. Got to shut both of those guys down. You got to get Ebiketie out there. Let Ebiketie play a little more. Give him some more playing time. Just pressure. Got to have pressure.
Going to the chat here. Bodie.
I didn't say I didn't like Barkowski.
I heard it too, but when he put the comment, I said, "Oh shit, he going
no.
Bodie."
I didn't say I didn't like him. I said I've never really seen him play like that.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and tell you Barkowski's stats, what he's good at, blah, blah, blah. That was before my time. That's all I say. I ain't say I didn't like him. Yeah, he was good. He was one of the best quarterbacks the Falcons ever had. But, I just haven't seen him. He's not in my time limit. My time.
One time for the fan. Chase, just make sure the water's not hot. One time for the fan. Are we doubling Cooper Kupp? So in a sense, when you do your defense, right? If you're playing your over/under, it's not really like a double. It's not like it's a double because it's part of your zone. It's part of your scheme, what you're running. So it's not like you're saying Richie Grant, AJ Terrell. You follow this guy wherever he goes, you go. You could turn your soft zone into like a little bit of more of a harder zone too as well. I mean, you don't want to. What you saw on Sunday in the fourth quarter versus the Aints, that was that soft zone. That drop back shit, and then fucking they're just picking you apart. You don't want that. You want the first 3 quarters of defense against Cooper Kupp. You wanted to make sure that if the front four is getting pressure on Stafford and he even dares to even try to throw it to Cooper Kupp, you don't want to have him open on 3rd and 11, on 2nd and 14, whatever it is, 1st and 10. You don't want Stafford to be like, oh, there he is, got him.
Mm-hmm.
So you can run your over and under routes on your defense to say, okay, look, if you're playing 5 yards under, you're shading, you're in the flat. However, but you got to know Cooper Kupp's techniques. I don't see Cooper Kupp running 50, 60 yards down the field. A lot of his shit look like Edelman or Amendola. He does them little quick zags. He does them little quick, them quick out routes, and then he'll try to make something happen after that. He is quick now. He's a crafty little receiver. And he's been in the league for a while, and Cooper Kupp getting this recognition. That's weird.
Yeah.
But he plays on a team that just won the Super Bowl, and he was a big part of that team. So
Cooper
on
Kupp
Sunday,
is
you don't have to
legit.
double team him to where Richie and AJ is just watching him. You're taking 2 people off of the ball, and you don't want that. You play a nice little zone where you might play man up, whoever is going to be on. If it's AJ or Casey, who knows? Cooper Kupp likes to play in the slot too as well. So if you're going to put AJ in the slot with Cooper, you're taking him off of Allen Robinson. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you want to look at your Mike Ford and your Darren Halls and your D offers and say, look, big task for you guys on Sunday.
Yeah,
Let me tell you how we're gonna do this,
that's the thing.
Bodie.
That is the thing. Yeah, you don't double them. We run a lot of zone. Our defense we run a lot of zone. Um, it's not going to be doubling. I mean, they might double when we have to, and we absolute have to. But
Red
I
zone, I can
can't see
see.
them. Yeah, that. But I can't see them doubling him. Like you just don't. You just tell your man. You tell the team. It's a team thing. You just
Mhm.
tell him to do their job. Okay, he's
Like man,
very good.
yep,
You study what he does, and you tell him to do the job. That's all we
yeah.
can do.
One thing we can take away from our old quarterback is like what he used to say: just do your effing job. That's it. And if you practice well, once again, if you're gonna you scheme for this. You talked about this in your meetings. You talked about this at practice. I guarantee you, Cooper Cup's name came up in Flowery Branch this week.
Most definitely.
I
Bruh,
guarantee you.
they watching his tape.
Yep.
You see what he do. He's very good at what he does.
Falcons fans, love talking with y'all. Really do. We love chatting with y'all. The show has hit an hour. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here in just a minute. We got one more thing to discuss before we go to the chat. And Falcon fans, I want y'all to chime in with this. For me, Kelly Davis, England. Shout out to Kelly. She's coming out to LA shortly. For me, the jury is out. Let us see how this team does in LA. I did like a lot what I saw against New Orleans. Got to keep the energy for an entire game. Falcons fan for life. And Kelly is a Falcons fan for life. Her and her husband, Brian, they travel to a lot of games. They're also big Braves fans and they're big Dogs fans too as well.
Shout out to them.
Big shout out to Kelly. Big shout out to Brian. And we will see you Friday when you guys touch down to LA. Oh, now Winston hurt. See, I knew they shot him up in that tent. It's a fact now. They did something there. That was over there. Come here, Winston. Pull your pants down. I said, hey, man. I said, y'all got the mic on. The mic's hot. The mic's hot.
Shit. Not pull your pants down.
One time for the fan. Pressure on quarterback all 4 quarters. Involve Pitts from beginning of the game. CP will get his. You get Pitts active where he has 4 or 5 catches for 60-something yards in the first half. I guarantee you Patterson's going to be eating on the ground. Drake London.
Bruh.
You're going to have people. Now you're going to have
forget.
Ramsey saying, I got 8. I got 8. Get out of here. I got 8. Good. You see number 5 over there? You see 84 over there? Watch this shit. So maybe if they want to send their number 1 to cover Kyle, so be it. But I guarantee you, we got some more weapons you got to watch out for too as well. If Drake has that performance again, with a little bit of extra, with a bag of chips on the side, I can see Drake probably breaking 100. Who is the other cornerbacks outside of Jalen Ramsey? Anybody knows? Who are the safeties for the Rams? Anybody knows?
I can't even tell you, man.
Does anybody know outside of Bobby Wagner, Aaron Donald, and Jalen Ramsey, who are their other key stars to watch out for on their team? Anybody?
I couldn't tell you. But
going once.
That's too easy.
Going
we can
twice.
Figure it out. Let's go. Let's see here.
Matthew Bass. If Marcus doesn't slide, we'll be seeing Ritter very soon. So I think the mistake of Marcus not sliding, is it something to bench him? I don't know. But if he's going to be changing the situation of your game, where you're about to score, he doesn't slide, he fumbles again on Sunday. You go out there next week against the Seahawks, we're about to score, he doesn't slide, he fumbles again. Then I can see, hey, man, let me tell you something. I roll with you for the first 2 weeks on this shit.
Mm-hmm.
If we're 0-3 because of situations where you fumbled within the 15 yards of the red zone, it could have changed the game.
Yeah.
Hey, man. See that guy number 4 over there? Not saying that, I want to see Mariota benched. But if you're not sliding, if you're not doing your job as a quarterback, protecting the ball, in a situation where we're getting close to the goal line, we're right there.
Yeah.
We're right there.
I think he was just caught up in the moment. He was into the game. It happens. Sadly, it happens.
It does happen. And guess what, Falcons fans? A lot of other things happen too as well. Falcons news and updates before we wrap it up. Abdullah Anderson, Chase, your guy, has been added to the Falcons practice squad. Offensive lineman Tyler Vrabel has been placed on the injury report. So Abdullah Anderson, good to see him back with the Atlanta Falcons. Now is an opportunity for him to step up on that depth chart and probably get a chance to play either in this week or next week against the Seahawks. But we will see. Another bit of Falcons news that happened this week. Anthony Fursker was signed to the 53-man roster. Fursker, I understand, what Arthur Smith said about why they didn't play Tyler Algier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't hear that. What actually was that reason?
So apparently, I guess he said he wanted to see, every game is different. They go over their scouting, right. They go over their reports of what they want to do. I guess they wanted to run more of a tight end set. Seeing what the tight ends can do. And I guess that's why they had Avery as that third running back on the depth chart, Damian Williams and CP. And then once Damian got hit and a little banged up, they just gave the full load to CP. But if you did have Tyler in there, a true running back who Avery, you my guy, but you not a running back.
Right.
Yeah. That surprised me. That surprised
special teams, you play cornerback. I understand you're switching to running back. Not saying you're not good, bro. Hey, bro. You represent the logo, you represent the brand. You're a Falcon. I rock with you. But Tyler Algier is a running back.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to see Tyler Algier on the depth chart versus the Aints, but I didn't get the chance to see him. So now we get a chance to see him against the Rams. Bodie?
I was just saying, I think it's more of they planned on using Damian.
Right.
And Damian's a wily vet. He's been there. He's battle tested. The dude got skills. They plan on using that 1-2 with Damian and Cordero.
CP, yeah.
And Damian got banged up. But if Damian don't play this week, Algier is definitely going to be activated to play this week.
I think Damian was out of practice today as well.
Nah.
I call him the touchdown machine, Tyler Algier. I want to see this guy do great things. Really heavy on him coming out of college and watching some of his tape, Falcons fans. If y'all want to get a little bit of Tyler Algier and y'all haven't, you only saw a little bit in preseason, go back and look at his college highlights. There's a reason why I call him the touchdown machine. Go and look at his college highlights. The kid has a knack for waking up and just eating the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can get that on Sunday, if we can get that in the future with the Falcons, that'd be great. Another thing, and this is the last thing we're going to get to here. We're not going to spend too much time. Jeff Wolf, you're right on time. Jesus Christ. Shout out to Jeff Wolf, man.
What's up, Jeff?
Falcons announced this week that they have opened up some cap room by restructuring number 45, Deion Jones, right? Falcons converted $8.5 million of Deion Jones' salary into a bonus, with 3 years voided added. For $6.8 million, Jones gets his salary payout sooner as part of the deal, reported by Field Yates. He is still on the PUP list. Probably won't be active until about week 5. Will he be a Falcon at week 5? We do not know. Jeff Wolf says, as he tells me in his text, he's out of here, man. He is out of here. Restructure the contract to make the trade better. He is gone. Send him to the Cowboys, Jeff says, as long as he's not playing in Atlanta. Looking at your linebacker room right now, I wouldn't mind if Deion was still here.
Agreed.
Looking at your linebacker room right now. I understand Michael Walker is the play caller. It's cool. I understand that Rashard Evans had a solid game on Sunday. That's cool. But where you can also improve is a player, and I know fans going to go back to last year and Dean Pease system and all that shit. The man had 120-something combined tackles. He had 2 sacks. Let's go here, Falcons fans. Y'all had never seen Nate Landman play like that. Y'all didn't see it. Let's be true. He had preseason talent, made it to the 53. Y'all wasn't watching Nick Kowalski last year. Let's be real. Let's keep it real. The one person, at least on that locker room, Falcon fans, that you can look at and say, we hope this guy improves if he's going to be here, is Deion Jones. Grady Jarrett showed up and showed out on Sunday. Elijah Wilkinson, one of our new members who the coach mentioned over the summer, talked about 2 or 3 spots up for grabs. A new member of our offensive line helped the Falcons O-line give up 0 sacks. Drew Dahlman, that changed. With Matt Hennessy last year, and now you have Dahlman at center. 0 sacks for that O line. Tyquan Graham, who wasn't in last year, who's in now, part of that group that helped contribute 4 sacks. Lorenzo Carter, who wasn't here last year, who got a sack on Sunday. Michael Walker, who's stepping up big. Go back outside of Michael Walker and Rashard Evans on your middle linebacker spot. Who else you got?
Listen, y'all remember?
If you can keep Dion, keep him. If you're going to trade him, trade him. I'm not the organization. I'm not the front office. If you're going to trade him, trade him. If you're going to keep him, keep him. For me, from what I'm looking at on the field, Bodie, agree or disagree, and please give us your thoughts before we wrap it up. I say keep him. The contract restructured. If a trade does come up play now and a team says, hey, that's a good deal, I'll take that up. Let's go. It is what it is. But for me, I would give him maybe this last year. He's already going to miss like 3 or 4 games. Give him the rest of the season. Let's see what he can do. If he's going to be a second and third down guy, it's fine with me. I understand he used to be a starter. But looking at your linebacker depth, if Michael goes down and Lamon doesn't fill the role, y'all going to be yelling at Lamon. Who the hell is Nate Lamon? Where'd he come from? Mm-hmm. Y'all wanted this. I respect all the 53. I respect all them players. But until Deion Jones is out of here, I say use him. Use him. Find a way to use him. Send him. The way Peeves was running that defense on Sunday, why can't Deion fit in that? Y'all calling him stupid or something? Deion's not stupid. He ain't done.
Listen.
Y'all saying
real quick.
Deion couldn't do what Rashard did on Sunday? Y'all saying Deion couldn't do what Michael Walker did on Sunday?
I don't want to hear none of that shit. Listen. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember. And last year they were saying that Grady couldn't fit in this system.
I remember hearing that.
They didn't know where to put Grady.
Grady's a 4-3 deep tackle. You don't know nothing about no 3-4.
4-3. Exactly. Y'all remember that.
Yep.
You know where I'm finna go with this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not hearing that shit. Okay. I personally, as a fan, and not because he got my last name, but I personally think Deion Jones. I wish he would stay, but the way everything's been written up, I think they're doing him a favor. I mean, I think they're respectfully doing him a favor. What they tried to do to Julio before he went out and blabbed out and said, "Yeah, get me him out of here, man, I'm out of here."
Mm-hmm.
What they tried to do for Julio, and he took it that way. But I think they're kind of doing the same thing for Deion. Jeff Wolf might be on to something. He might be out of here, and it's just it's other things. We don't know the whole story. Okay,
we don't.
Yeah, he didn't have the season everybody expected, and the media is saying he's not fitting, and the system ain't it. But we don't know the whole story.
They said the same thing.
They said the same shit for Grady just last year. He's not a fit. He's not a fit. The defense is just not going to fit, and he had damn near pretty much 2 sacks last week. So miss me with that. He's not a fit shit. But I think at this point he probably would be out the door. But I personally want to use him. I personally think he's a starter in this league. Him taking a backup role would be tough. That's the only reason, because I think those guys been putting in work all training camp is why he'll probably get traded.
And hearing what Bodie says, if you find out in the news next week or a week after Deion Jones has been traded to the Houston Texans, being here, you're a football player. I'm not a player. You putting your body on the line every Sunday to go out there and help this team win a football game. And shout out to every player who does that here for the Atlanta Falcons. But once again, I'm not the GM. I'm not the coach. So if they do decide to move on with Deion, it is what it is. I appreciate you for signing my jersey. I really do. Chase, you see what Dre's talking about right here with the comment. You see what Bodie has. You heard what Bodie just said. You heard my comments too as well. Deion Jones, about to go ahead and wrap it up here. Deion Jones, your thoughts on the contract situation? Should we keep him? Should we let him go? Are you just up in the air like, I don't care, play him, put him out there? We need somebody else. That man, anybody who can help us get a win, put him out there. Just your thoughts, Chase, before we wrap it up.
I'll just say this real quick. Deion Jones, man, a healthy Deion is a beast. Last year he came off an injury, he had a slow start. I personally say you give the man, let him finish this year off. If not, Terry's going Terry. You know what I mean? Terry knows what's best for this team. So I'm just riding with the GM. We're gonna see what happens.
I respect that. Chase, I do. Buddy, I respect your comments too as well. I'm just riding with the GM. I'm not the GM. I ain't got Terry's number on speed dial. As much as y'all see them pictures with me on the sideline and talking with the team, and I don't know them folks like that. I don't know Terry. I saw Terry Sunday. I said, "What's up, Terry?" Shook his hand. You all right? You good? All right, man. I'll talk to you later. I didn't say, "Hey, Terry, let me talk to you." What's up with Dion, man? You know I got this podcast. Nah, man. Trusting the organization, trusting the team. Whatever happens with Dion, what happened? If you see him out there, week 5 against the Bucks, let's go.
Let's go, Dion.
Shout out Dion. If you see him out there week 4 against the Browns, let's go. Shout out Dion.
Yeah.
If you see him out there getting traded, just remember what he did back there in his rookie season, back there in those years. The interception of Drew Brees to beat them down there in New Orleans. I mean, we're all big Falcon fans here. So
Dion is not done in this league, whether it's here or somewhere else. I wish him all the best. He is not done being an elite linebacker in this league.
It's always up with Dion. I rock with Dion.
And shout out to the Falcons too as well. They drafted Campbell. Campbell had his years here. He went off into the Packers now. Look what he's doing with the Packers. They had Foye Loken. They drafted him. Foye has gone off now, and he's with the Jaguars. Look at his contract. Look at his situation of what he did here with the Falcons. You're looking at Dion and you're saying, should we let this one go? We drafted this guy. Should we give him one more shot? Is it the money? Is it he doesn't want to play here? Is it he doesn't fit? We're going to find out. We're going to find out real soon. Probably within the next, 5 or 6 weeks, we'll find out what's going on with Deion Jones. So, Falcons fans, it is what it is with Deion, man. As a podcaster who covers the Atlanta Falcons, I would like to see a Deion stay, but if Deion has to go and Terry makes that move, you're going to see that meme again with Terry with them red eyes, them Terminator eyes. And it's going to see the caption will say Terry strikes again.
Yeah.
So, and we do know that Terry's decision making when it comes to making transactions is pretty good. So if Deion's going, it's for a reason. And let's just trust and hope that Terry has the right thing in mind going forward. Anyway, that said, Grady doesn't know football, so I stopped listening. And Deion got my last name too, but it's a vibe I get from the coaches when it comes to Deion. Dre, totally agree with you. Jalen Jones, Kyle Pitts. If you are listening to this, Kyle Pitts, or anybody from your family listening to this, Kyle Pitts, you need to holler at this boy Jalen Jones, man. I know you signed my jersey the other day, and I really do appreciate it, Kyle. I really do. But you have a big-time Falcons fan right here named Jalen Jones, right? And I'm gonna do Jalen. I'm gonna do my best, bro, to see if I can get Kyle to sign your jersey, bro. You deserve it, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you a big-time fan. Jalen Jones is a die-hard Atlanta Falcons fan, and you can catch him at the home game, catch him at training camp. So shout out to Jalen Jones, man, who's always out there repping the team 24/7. I'm about to go ahead and wrap this show up. Me and Bodie had that talk the other night. Dirty Bird Nation is here, and I hate that I missed the start of the show. It's okay, Tim Riley. We still have your gift ready to go. Be out to you shortly. So congratulations on winning that prize. We'll see you too for the Falcons-Browns game. I understand you're going to be here too as well. So it's going to be pretty dope. Let's go ahead and wrap up the show here. I got some stuff to do. The sun's not going down. Is the moon out there, guys? Y'all see the moon?
It's pretty dark.
Hey, it's dark, bro. It's dark.
You see this light right here behind me?
It's beaming
off the sun.
So you saying your day is young? You sure you won't be asleep by 8 o'clock?
I'm looking for a star in the sky. I just
shit.
One time for the fan, y'all. We're about to wrap this show up. Chase. Oh. Thomas Scott, who said he's about to call Rotimi.
Oh, hell no.
ATL Falcons. We gonna rise up. He on your head on that shit.
From
Rise
New
Up
York.
Tour.
Get out of here.
Saturday. Any Falcons fans here in LA? The Rise Up Tour has they're going to do the stadium walkthrough, the stadium tour at SoFi Stadium. They have a group at 10 a.m. They have a group at 10:30 a.m. So any Falcons fan in here, venue change. Oh Lord. Any Falcons fan in here that wants to go to the SoFi Stadium tour, it's Saturday morning, 10 a.m. They have another group at 10:30 a.m. You can get your tickets from Ticketmaster. SoFi Stadium tour. There's a lot of Falcons fans going to be getting the behind the scenes look of SoFi, which I must say, I'm a diehard Falcons fan, but I go to these stadiums for a reason. SoFi it's a beautiful fucking stadium. It's pretty damn cool. I get a chance to see it on Sunday, so that's gonna be pretty dope. But
That's the newest stadium, right?
That's one. Yeah, that's the newest stadium. Yeah. Now I don't know why the Chargers and them play there, but it's kind of weird. You know,
that Vegas stadium. I heard that Vegas stadium is gorgeous too. That might be the newest stadium. I don't know.
It's like pitch black, isn't it?
It's got the Alliance Stadium. Oh shit, I keep hitting this table. Is it Alliance Stadium? That's what it's called. Alliance.
Yeah.
Reliant? Is it Reliant? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Thomas Scott has dropped some new information. We'll post it right here in the chat. If you are showing up on Saturday to the Rise Up Tour event, is now called the Corner Bar. Corner Bar is a new location. I'll get with Thomas to find out what's going on, but Corner Bar is the new location. I'll post the information on the One Time for the fan page. Thomas Scott is calling right now. Shout out Thomas, big Atlanta Falcons fan. He'll be here on Friday. Next week we'll have another decent show. I'll be in Atlanta. So I'll be back from LA, and then
don't come back now.
Yeah,
sunlight. Stay with the sunlight.
I tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not taking this table with me. That's what I'm not doing.
I heard that.
This fucking table's sitting on my knee right now, like literally, it's literally resting on my knee.
Yeah. Keep that Wi-Fi out there too.
Buddy,
duck hunt.
Yeah, buddy. When you finish, if you can go count the stars in the sky, give me an accurate head count so we know how many stars are up
hey,
there.
Man, how was them Spirit Airline seats?
Yeah, not Spirit. One time for the fan. Let's wrap it up. Chase, you got shout outs from me, Chase?
Yeah, man. One shout out from last week, dog. Caleb McGarry. You gave my respect, dog. Straight up. Shout out to y'all boys, man. Shout out to Jack showing all the way up in LA, man. Turn up. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to all the subscribers, man. If you know people, you know people's mamas, get them to subscribe. We need some subscribers. Shout out to the Falcon fans, man. Let's rise up.
We're moving. We're doing good. We're going in the right direction. Bodie, you heard Chase's shout outs. Chase, Sunday night show will be difficult, Falcons fans, because I'll be in LA at the game, and I'm not bringing the podcast equipment with me to LA. So when I come back to San Diego, hopefully I can get the show in. If not, we'll probably pick it up and do a post-game show maybe Monday night, talk about what happened. But just be on the lookout for any updates, any changes with One Time for the Fan. Sunday night. Just be prepared for that, because it's like an hour and 45 minutes after the game to get back to San Diego, plus all the traffic and everything. So I hope to be back in time around that time. If not, we'll do it Monday. It's perfectly fine. Monday at 8. We'll just do a quick hour, get it in, take care of it. Bodie, shout outs before we wrap it up, sir.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Chase. Shout out to Jack, man. You know, we do this every week. And we're trying to get the good word out there, you know what I'm saying? Wi-Fi good. It's good, all right. Man, look at him. Look at him right now. I don't know if y'all see on my screen. This dude look like Shout out to the chat. Shout out to dog. You made it bigger. Now you look even crazier. Shit. Shout out to Drake.
Facts,
Yep,
right?
that's facts. He did. I got 4 fans of Dirtbird Nation is gonna be okay. Shout out to that.
Turn up, man. Y'all show out. For real, show out.
Shout out to the Falcons. You know, we do it because we die hards, man.
Mm-hmm.
We want them to do better. Like, I think they'll fix their mistakes and we'll get on track. We're gonna see a good game, man. I don't think we're gonna get beat by 10.5 points like the damn Vegas says. Yeah. And shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're new to the show, watching this week, welcome. Hopefully you like the content. If you like the content, hit the like button. subscribe, and we just trying to get the good word out about these Falcons, man. We keeping it positive here, and we joking on Jack's Wi-Fi.
God, not bringing the
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi back with me.
He got
not
the
bringing
Wi-Fi.
the table back.
Please.
But I might
told you, McDonald's is gonna come after you, bro.
I might bring this gaming chair back with me, though. I would ask my.
Jeez.
Hey, sis, you need this gaming chair?
I don't think you can fit that in the bag.
God, now we ship this back. One time for the fan. We always talking Falcons football every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. It's always good to see Chase in here. It's always good to see Bodie in here, and the rest of the podcast is for one time for the fan. We bring the facts, we bring the knowledge. Well, we bring our thoughts and our views about what the Falcons are doing right now at this time. 0-1, but guess what? You can turn things around on Sunday and go 1-1. Got to beat the Rams. You got another game next week against the Seahawks. Got to win. Got to start winning now. I know it's week 2, but week 1 was a must win, and it was tough. Week 2 is even tougher, but you can go out there and get the job done. Chase, Bodie, I want to thank y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Jeff Wolf, Drake Shoe Statement, Lisa Shepard, Sadi, everybody who's been in here. Giving love to the Atlanta, to one time for the fan. Tim Riley, too, as well. So shout out to you all. I will see you all back next week. Probably either Sunday night or Monday. I'll see you guys. So Falcons, you know what to do to go win. Go win. What else is there to talk about? Otherwise than that, let's see. Subscribers, keep subscribing. Falcon fans, keep telling your family, keep telling your friends, keep tagging your Falcons fam. Get them in the chat every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. We're talking Falcons football, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. So big shout out to everyone. Once again, big shout out to everyone. I'm your host, Jack Spade. Chase, Bodie, you guys head out there and get ready for bed because past curfew.
Long day tomorrow.
Man. I act like
6:30 for me.
Tired,
I might go to the beach. I ain't got nothing to do. I might just go to the beach.
Act like you ain't tired.
Y'all got a beach?
You ain't caught.
I got a beach. I got a beach down there. Y'all got a beach around the corner. Anybody got a beach nearby? If you open your window right now, can you hear the? Can you hear the ocean breeze? Can you hear
the simulation of Atlanta Beach?
Not Clayton County Beach.
Shit.
I heard that shit was a lake. Bunch of fucking sense. One time for the fan. You already know we have our signature before we wrap it up. One time for the Atlanta Falcons. One time for Terry Fontenot. One time for Arthur Smith. One time for the Falcons fan. One time for the Falcons family. One time for Chase. One time for Bodie. I am your host, Jack Spade. We up out of here. One time for the fan. Oh, fucking road. I tell you. He thought he did something too. So how'd it look?
He didn't put this. He didn't make the A. He just did this. He just had 2 fingers. I think he got.
Oh, they love being in Atlanta. I sell out shows all the time. One time for the fan. We back on Sunday night or Monday night, 8 p.m. Y'all.
Rise up.
Rise up.